and you're thinking of your person is having the exact same experience as you are. They're waking up. You're the first thing on their mind. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In case you're new here, I'm Kim. This is Core Union. I was supposed to be taking a couple days off after my course was complete and I graduated. Thank you. And I don't know. I'm reading these comments and I'm trying to say, okay, I'll respond later. I respond, but then I'm just like, I can't hold this back, and you guys you're really pulling the true coach out in me. So I'm starting to, I don't know, maybe this is what you need. Maybe this is what you want. So I'm going to give it to you today. Okay. Number one, you are conforming to your 3D circumstances and you need to cut it out. You need to stop. This is cause and effect. Cause and effect. Simple as that. It's black and white. Okay. It's the law. It's that simple. Either you are going to start trusting in this process or you're not. But don't keep torturing yourself. Don't keep torturing yourself. Just either make a decision. I'm going to actually learn what manifesting is, or I'm not. I don't want to see you guys continue to suffer. Okay. This isn't for everybody, by the way. So sometimes if I come on and I'm in a certain whatever, it doesn't mean that this is to you. So don't take it personally. It may or may not be. Take what resonates, discard what doesn't. It really doesn't matter. Everything is just from my perspective on my channel based off of, experience I've been learning since 2005, 2006. Okay. So when we start to learn about manifesting and when we start to see things in our reality and when we start to look at things and really start to micromanage and get hyper vigilant with what's happening, don't fall down the rabbit hole of blaming yourself, okay? When we say we look at things that are happening in our reality and we take responsibility for them, taking responsibility doesn't mean that we blame ourselves for it. It really should look as simple as this. Something happens and you look at it and you're like, I don't like that. Okay, what do I want? You let that thing, if it's something that you don't want, you let it show you what you do want. That's all you do. So, quick example, but I'm going to be talking about a specific person in this. Just hold on and watch this whole video, please, okay? A couple days ago when I was in my last day of class, I called my mom later that evening. A lot of you guys know my mom is my heart, okay? I adore my mom, right? She told me that earlier in the day, while she wasn't even ready, she was in her bathrobe, there was all this commotion outside and she just moved into an incredibly safe area. It's a very safe neighborhood, okay? It's a beautiful city. I live in the same city. It's beautiful. It's safe. It's very low crime rate. It's not much goes on, okay? This is one of the reasons why I love it so much. She's in her bathrobe and she suddenly sees all kinds of SWAT cars and police officers and them in their riot gear or rifles, snipers, you name it. And she's telling me this, and while she's telling me this, I'm just saying to myself, stay calm, stay cool, she's good. She's on the phone right now, nothing happened. And she's practically laughing while she's telling me she wasn't laughing, but she was actually very light about it. Long story short, a neighbor, an older woman, unfortunately, kind of lost her marbles and had a rifle or a gun, and people in the neighborhood were, they saw, at risk of getting shot. So they basically eventually ended up telling my mom, ma'am, you have to leave. And they evacuated a portion of the neighborhood. So without getting into what ended up happening with that, now I hung up the phone and I was just like, okay, I have a choice right now. I can either see that somehow, now I'm experiencing hearing my mom, the most important person to me, being in a situation that could have been ultra threatening. I can see it that way. Or I can just see it as she's safe And what do I want? I'm just going to keep focusing on healthy, strong, safe, happy. Healthy, strong, safe, happy. Every time I think of my mom, she's healthy, strong, safe, happy. That's it. I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole of, oh my God, how did I create that? Oh my God, that was such a close call. Oh my God, my mom could have been, and I'm not even going to go there even on this video. Okay. Do you see what I'm saying? So cause, effect, see that you're the cause, see the effect, but don't fall for the effect. Don't create it again, because then you're conforming to your 3D, which is an effect. It's if you walk out in your living room one morning and you see a dead mouse on the floor, I can see like the reaction, like, like I don't like that. You're not going to freak out and be like, scared once you realize the mouse has passed on. It's moved on to other things, okay? It's the same thing, like when something in your 3D reality upsets you, look at it. If it's something you don't like, just remind yourself, okay, no, I don't like that. What do I want? Think about that. And don't freak out about it. It's already done. It's solidified. It is the result of your past thoughts and beliefs, okay? Don't be so afraid that every one of your thoughts, by the way, is going to be creating. Because if you think of a thought that's opposing what it is that you want, all you have to do is see that as, oh good, I'm glad that came up. That showed me something. That showed me exactly what it is I don't want, okay? So in terms of things with your specific person, seriously, guys, first of all, if you're getting so caught up in this person not loving you, not showing you what you deserve, and you are seeking their validation to feel worthy of life and worthy of being loved, there's a big problem there. You are learning through this process that you are not ever seeking validation to feel loved, to feel secure, to feel safe, to feel worthy. I want you to start thinking about when you wake up in the morning and you're the first thing in your head, we all know this, the first thing in your head is your person, okay? And I want you to realize that when you wake up in the morning, when you go out and you're doing things throughout the day, when you go to sleep at night, as you're cooking, as you're cleaning, as you're driving around, listening to music, seeing things on TV, seeing different videos, seeing couples, and you're thinking of your person is having the exact same experience as you are. They're waking up. You're the first thing on their mind. Throughout the day, as they're getting ready, when they're in the shower and they're getting ready and they're taking a shower, you're on their mind. As they're eating breakfast, lunch, dinner, they're thinking about you. They might even be wondering what you're eating. They might be wondering all along, is she thinking about me too? Is he thinking about me too? Okay? That's where you need to be. That's what you need to trust. Why wouldn't you trust that? This person, if you understand manifesting, then you understand that what is in your heart and deep in your heart is what God put in your heart, because that's what God wants to unfold through you, okay? So it can experience that. So it can experience that kind of human experience. It can experience love, passion, all of the beautiful things that come along with relationships, okay? And it's already created. All of creation is done. So if you really believe that, which those two things are the fundamentals, those are the two basic fundamentals that is like the foundation of manifesting, but especially the law of assumption, that all of creation is complete, and basically to have faith in the unseen, to trust that you're feeling what you're feeling for a reason, okay? Because it's already a done deal, and you have a choice to select that version of reality with it, okay? So trust all along as you're feeling things, as you're wondering and thinking about them, they're feeling those same things and they're wondering and they're thinking about you too, okay? So no matter what you're doing, and I understand the whole thing, whether you're out grocery shopping, like doing little basic things, they're like literally always there with you. And maybe you're seeing that as the furnace of affliction, as it's called, but it's actually a really beautiful thing. And I would savor those moments knowing that they're feeling the exact same thing all along the entire time, okay? And so this whole thing of stop conforming to the 3D, and I wanted to mention, I needed to, my notes, because it was a day off today. If I was conforming to my 3D, if I didn't understand manifesting, then I would have never manifested the $150,000 that I needed when I needed it. I would have never manifested getting the $28,000 wire when I needed it. I would have never manifested being able to move back into my home during, the ugly divorce that unfortunately I created and manifested. This is like taking full responsibility, by the way. I'm not blaming myself for it, but I created the entire thing, like I just did. It is what it is. I take full responsibility for everything that I've experienced with every relationship that I'm in. 100%. Just knowing, okay, yes, I did that. So know better, do better, right? Know better, do better, create better. That really should be it. I should copyright that phrase. That's copyrighted. I would have never been able to buy and sell the different homes that I did. I would have never been able to access all of the resources that I did, all of the money that I needed as I was creating my business. I would have never been able to create the six-figure income in the amount of time that I did. I can literally go on and on and on about the things that I've manifested intentionally, consciously created, deliberately manifested in my life. This is Romans 12:2. Please listen to this. Let this really sink in. Therefore, I urge you, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice. Just bear with me here. Holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. Did you make the connection with that? So let's go back. Therefore, I urge you, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice. So offering your body as a living sacrifice to God is basically saying, I trust you, I surrender to you completely. I am letting go of the old man, as Neville calls it. I'm dropping the old story. I am letting my ego die. I am letting this ego self, this personality, which is in scripture what they're saying, your body. I'm letting this go. This is my sacrifice because I'm trusting, and I'm completely trusting in you. In the furnace of affliction, by the way, okay? And then do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. That speaks for itself, guys. Okay? Be transformed. Become the best version of you by renewing of your mind, of your new belief system. And how do you do that? Through repetition, and then trusting, and then having faith in the unseen, and dropping it, detaching from your illusions. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is. Then you will be, when you pass through that, when you have actually trusted and you've surrendered and you stop looking outside of you for the evidence to see if what you're doing is working, and you just know that it is, you know that your person is thinking about you, your person is loving you, your person is on the way back to you. Then you'll be able to test and approve what God's will is. Then you will actually see your manifestation. God's will is his good, pleasing, and perfect will, because everything that you want, wish for, and desire, which is God's will for you, is perfect. And it is perfectly God's will for you. I love you guys. I hope this video helps. I will talk to you soon. Have a good one. Mwah. Bye. Nothing can come, nothing can come, nothing can come between us.